One of the things people come to me and say is like, I don't know what my next goal should be, or I'm kind of floating along, going through the motions. I think I need something to like motivate me. But they're also being consistent at doing the things of going through the motions. And I'm like, why do you need a goal? Why do we need to chase something all the time? Why can't we just coast? Like, what's wrong with going through the motions? Isn't that what we wanted when we first got into fitness? Most people talk about trying to make fitness a lifestyle, and it's just a way of being. And when so say you're like middle-aged and you're thinking, oh, for years and years, I need to get fit, I just can't make it stick, or I'll do it for a while, but then I fall off track. I just want it to be part of my lifestyle. Or you'll have somebody who's had a chronic illness, or they go into hospital, they have a bypass or something, or they've had a heart attack, and they're told you need to change your lifestyle. You need to be more active, you need to do all these things, and the goal is to be healthier. And that's fine, right? The goal therefore would be, the progression is towards better health. But when you enter the fitness world, you're bombarded with, you needed this goal, you need to get stronger, you need to get this, you need to improve your running time, you need to improve how much weight you can lift, and you end up with these goals that maybe weren't yours. And while they can maybe help make, those transitions and that stepping stone almost towards better health, sometimes, and this is not saying that there's anything wrong with having a goal, it's that the belief therefore that if you don't have one, you're going to flounder. But what if we taught people how to coast better? Like, what if we made it okay just to not have a goal and not always be chasing to be stronger? Somebody said to me in a group once, oh, as long as you're always trying to get stronger. I'm like, I don't know, do we really need to always be trying to get stronger? I think that's a bad outlook to have. Like, if I'm going to say anything black and white, it's not a healthy outlook to have, because you can't always get stronger, depending on how you're measuring your strength. But you can always be strong, right? And if you always try to at least maintain your strength and essentially just coast along, then that's going to pay off better, and that's more realistic than saying always having to push the boundaries, keep on going, like you're never ever going to make it to the top of the hill. You just have to keep on trying, and then there's another goal and another goal, and before you know it, it's like, come on, like, where do we actually end? Like, how strong do I need to be? And nobody asked that question. I've never had anyone say, well, actually, you don't need to always try to get stronger. In fact, you don't even, if you don't want to, strength doesn't have to be your goal at all. Like, it depends on exactly the circumstances that you're getting into. I mean, sure, be open for a goal, but, maybe push-ups will be my goal. Maybe I'll need to work on my deadlift next, or maybe I need to work on my overhead press. And while there's nothing wrong with those things, I'm seeing it teaching people that you always have to have that. And you don't. You absolutely don't. So I think it's worth talking to yourself and really just listening in to where those kind of pressure moments are coming from. Like, what are you putting pressure on yourself to do? And is it making you better is it making you happier on your journey, or is it making you more stressed and like you're seeking something that really, if you really ask yourself, doesn't matter that much to you? And sometimes people will say, well, it's fun to have a goal. I'm like, well, then fine, like, have a goal, and if it's fun, great. Other people say to me, I just hate this endless program that I keep going, and I have to keep on going for 20 weeks or 6 months before I finally reach the goal. And those are the people that I want to say to, you don't need to. Especially if you have other things that you do in your life, and that's where your focus and your goal setting center around. It could be a project, you could be an artist, you could be trying to improve a different kind of skill, you could be training for mental health, just to support your creativity or just having that sense of accomplishment for having just done a workout that you enjoy, right? So the fitness piece just fits in and almost helps sort of build out that foundation of your life to allow you to focus on to those other things. You know, in the bubble of fitness, like I mean, as a coach and coaches in general get very dialed in on those details, like this is what you have to work on, and next, you know, we need to improve this, that, and the other thing. It's just like, you know, are you having fun? Are you actually enjoying your workouts? And can we just stop nitpicking every single detail? And no, you don't have to always try to get stronger. And no, you don't have to therefore work on something else instead. What if you just don't like give it a second thought and just go through the motions and enjoy going through the motions and then just go and do your thing? Anyways, like, let me know, like, have you ever got caught up in like, oh, I need to have, or oh, that everyone's working on handstands, now I need to do a handstand, or everyone's working on pull-ups. Now pull-ups is so cool, I'd really love to do that. And even if you really love to do that, do you really love to work on a program that's going to take you there? And if you do, great. If you don't, also great. So I'm curious to hear, like, what are the sorts of either goals that have helped you, and are there goals that hinder you? And do you also think that if you're just going through the motions that you're somehow doing fitness wrong? Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe in the button thing and the bell and all that stuff. But if you like what I'm saying, if you like what I'm doing, then yeah, come over to the Body Trust movement at equipwithstrength.com. My name's Marianne Kane. I'll be back soon with more.